recall and tell me what did we discuss yesterday? Yeah.
Yesterday we talked about the proper fraction.
Yes. Proper fraction.
And number one.
Yes. Very good. So we have learned how to plot a proper. Sit down. How to plot a proper fraction on a number line. Are we?
Yes.
So whether it is a positive proper fraction or negative proper fraction, we learned how to plot that on number line. Is it? So if at all we want to plot positive proper fraction, can anyone tell me in between which integers does the positive proper fraction lies? Yes. Yeah, louder, all of you. 0 and 1. So according to the denominator, we are going to divide between 0 and 1. 1, 2, 3. So this is 0 by 3. This is 3 by 3. That is why it is equal to 1. This is 1 by 3. This is 2 by 3. So you are going to say that this is 2 by 3. Likewise, you are going to divide. Why am I searching always between 0 and 1? It's easier. If you divide 3 with 2, you cannot directly divide as 2 is lesser than 3. So you are going to put a point. That will bring a 0 beside 2, isn't it? So 3 6 are 18. Subtraction 2. As there is already point, you can directly put a 0. Again 3 6 18 2. Likewise it goes 6 6 6. Whatever. Whether it is repeating or not, we don't care about that. Where it lies, it is bigger than 0, smaller than 1. Isn't it? That is why we are searching between 0 and 1. It is just the negative fraction. It is quite opposite to the process of plotting the proper fraction. So if you divide, it will come as minus 0.666 like that. If you take care about this fraction. So minus 0.6 means it lies between 0 and minus 1. So minus 2 by 3 lies between which integers?
0 and
Louder.
0 and 1.
Yes, 0 and minus 1. You are all clear with this proper fraction plotting on number line. Let us go for the improper fraction plotting. You are going to use this concept of proper fraction plotting for half purpose in plotting improper fraction. Understood? There is use of this plotting of proper fraction in the improper fraction. Let us look into that. Whatever. So, can you tell me an example of improper fraction? No, not the definition. An example. Louder. 1 by 3. Sit down. Thank you. Sit down. Anyone? Yeah.
2 by 4.
2 by
4.
4.
Oh no sir. 4 by 2.
4 by 2. 4 by 2. Start. 4 by 2 is the example given by her. 1 by 3 is the example given by her. And between these, which is improper fraction?
4 by
4 by 2. Listen my dear, here the numerator and denominator. Compare the numerator and denominator. Numerator is less. Denominator is big. This comes under
proper fraction.
Okay? Whereas, compare this. Numerator is big. Denominator is small. So, this comes under
Improper fraction.
Now, can you give me another example of improper fraction? 3 by 2. Very good. Sit down. So, 3 by 2 is a improper fraction or proper fraction?
Improper fraction.
3 by 2 is a improper fraction. Let us look how can we plot this. Do you know how to convert an improper fraction into mixed fraction? Who knows? One needs to come here and convert that into improper mixed fraction. Yes, yourself. Yeah, give chance. We have more examples. 3 by 2 side, this side. Yourself, you do it on your own. Every improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction. And likewise, any mixed fraction also converted into, let him write. Any mixed fraction also converted into improper fraction. That child, reverse process also can be done. Yeah, let him do. You don't know, you don't have any, no problem. You might have forgot, no problem. Yeah, yourself. Okay, there are many more examples. I expect that same tempo while solving the exercises also. You need to fill up your CHWs. Even though I don't discuss each and every problem in the exercise. Understood? Yes, very good. So here you don't need to do nothing. You just need to divide the numerator with denominator. So 2, 3, 1. I'll tell you very easy thing. Whenever you want to turn a mixed fraction into improper fraction or improper fraction into mixed fraction, straight away without looking you copy the denominator. Every time you will get the same denominator. Either it is a mixed fraction to improper or improper to mixed fraction. You copy the denominator. Now we are worrying about two places. For filling these two places, you just need to divide that. Make a general division. Do not keep the points. Make a general division. Do not bring the decimals. Okay? 2, 3, 1. So 2 1s are 2. This down one will go upward. The remainder will go upward. And the left out thing is 1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Are you all clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may be knowing how to convert a mixed fraction into
Improper.
Let me now discuss that very now. So 3 by 2 equals 1 by 2. This will be more useful. This represent, even the both are same. This representation will help me little easier compared to this representation. Okay, 1 by 2. It is nothing but 1 plus 1 by 2 only. Okay, 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 plus 1 by 2. So it is greater than 1 and it is less than 2. How can I say? Because this proper fraction means always it comes as 0 point something. We have divided a proper fraction just before this. You have seen that 0.6, 0.6, 0.666 like that. Any proper fraction division will give you 0 point something. So on adding 1 to that, you will get 1 point something. Understood? So for any kind of mixed fraction, suppose it is 2 plus 1 by 2, then 2.5 it will come. Understood? Every time it lies between 1 and 2. So without looking, you can plot the 1 by 2 in between 1 and 2. If suppose it is 2 1 by 2, my integers will be, can anyone guess what are my integers? 2 1 by 2. If it is 2 1 by 2. 2 1 by 2.
4 by 2.
Yeah, yourself? Okay, sit down. I am plotting 1 by 2 on the number line. If suppose I was needed to find out 2 1 by 2 plotting, what are my integers? 2 and 3. Yes, it is obvious. More than 2, lesser than 3. Understood? As it is 1 by 2 for me, more than 1, less than 2. So I am plotting between 1 and 2. That is the very reason. Understood? What you need to do? So now look at this fraction 1 by 2. It is lying between 1 and 2. So look at this only 1 by 2. Make 2 division according to the denominator. That's all. 1 and 2. 2 divisions are formed. Understood? This will be 1 by 2. Understood? This will be 1 by 2. That is how you are going to plot an improper fraction. The first step, what do you need to do? Soon after looking at the improper fraction, what do you need to do? Yes, convert that into mixed fraction. Both are equal. If you plot this indirectly you are plotting 3 by 2 only. You can write 3 by 2 here also. It is better to write 3 by 2 here. Understood? Because 3 by 2 and 1 by 2 are equal. So let us look at negative improper fraction. Can anyone give me negative improper fraction now? Example. Yeah, louder.
Minus 2 by 1.
It's just easy. Minus 2 by 1. Just like the improper fraction only, as like she has given the example, it is negative sign. Another example.
Sir.
Yeah, yourself.
Minus 5 by 6.
Minus 5 by 6.
Minus 6 by 5.
Minus 6 by 5. Very good. Sit down. It is a negative improper fraction. Why am I not considering minus 2 by 1? Though it is an improper fraction, it is just minus 2 only. I can directly plot it on the number line, just like an integer finding. Understood? Why am I interested in minus 6 by 5? It is little difficult for you. Let me clear that. It is similar process of positive improper fraction. We just converted that into improper fraction, mixed fraction, and plotted that. Similar to that, this negative improper fraction is also having the similar process. How? Just forget about for a while it is a negative number and convert that 6 by 5 as a mixed fraction. Understood? Just for a while, forget about it is a negative number, keep a negative sign, though you are going to do division and convert that into mixed fraction. 5 ones are 1. Very good. So mixed fraction, same denominator. Let me copy that. So this down thing will go upside, the side thing will come this side. Understood? Minus 1 by 5. So it is similar to the previous problem, but your way of direction is opposite to in the previous problem you move towards your right side, whereas in this problem you move towards your left side for plotting the negative number. So any predictions for the integers in between which minus 1 by 5 lies? Any prediction? Yeah?
Minus 1 and minus 2.
Very good. Look at this. It is still lesser than. Previous way we are going right side, so we plotted that as a positive way. We are going more left side, minus means. So it is still lesser than negative minus 1 and little bigger than minus 2. Understood? So it is greater than minus 1? No, lesser than minus 1, greater than minus 2. Very good. So in between this, it lies. According to the denominator, you are going to make 5 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the minus 1 by 5. That is nothing but minus
6 by 5.
This will be minus 1, 2 by 5. This will be minus 1, 3 by 5. This will be the minus 1 by 5. That is nothing but minus 6 by 5. I just converted that into mixed fraction. Are you all clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Can you plot any kind of fraction if it is given in your textbook? Let us look into the actual problems then. Representation of rational numbers. So, before going to the exercise, let us know another little concept remind to us. Let us know about that also. Do you think there are rational numbers between 0 and 1? Yes? If yes, can you give me an example? Yeah, louder. At the starting of the class, we discussed not only the fractions or rational numbers. We converted some other numbers. Yes. Using the decimal system, can you find the numbers between 0 and 1?
0.5.
Yes, 0.5. What is 0.5? 0.56, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, even 0.12, 0.11, 0.21, anything. All these lies between 0 and 1. Do you understand that? So, in that way, many rational numbers are there. Infinitely many rational numbers are there between two rational numbers. Understood? Like we have found 0.1, 0.2. Likewise, suppose if we look in, these are also the two rational numbers, 0.1 and 0.2. If we enlarge the scale, if we see between 0.1 and 0.2, you can also say 0.11, 0.12, like that, 0.19, 0.20, nothing but 0.2. You all clear with this? If you want to find between these two, still you can enlarge the number line. You can make a magnified glass between that 0.11 and 0.12. You want to find out, you can find 0.111, 0.112, likewise 0.119, then 0.120, nothing but 0.12. Likewise, between any two rational numbers, you will find infinitely many rational numbers. All these are rational numbers, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
0.1 is nothing but 1 by 10. 0.2 is nothing but 2 by 10. 0.11 is nothing but 0.11 is nothing but, convert this into that 2. 11 by 10, 11 by 100. Two decimal places are there. Look at here. Here it is one decimal place. That is why, neglecting the 0, you have written like this. Suppose it is 2.5. You want to convert that into fraction. Neglect the neglect the point and write the number of 0 according to the decimal places. Likewise, 0.11. Neglect the 11 by 100. So all these are rational numbers, and again in between these rational numbers, we are able to find many more rational numbers. We can conclude that between any two rational numbers, we can find infinitely many rational numbers. Understood? And your textbook problems, it will be asked, it will be given two rational numbers, and it will be asked to find 10 rational numbers, or 5 rational numbers, or 3 rational numbers, etc. We already know between any two rational numbers, there are infinitely many rational numbers. Can't we find 10 rational numbers? I will tell the procedure how to find them. We can find. At least you are able to understand there are at least 10 or 5. You are able to understand there are infinitely many rational numbers between two rational numbers. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Let us find out. by 3 and 4 by 3. P by Q form, Q not equals to 0, both are integers, rational number. P by Q form, Q not equals to 0, both are integers. What is that kind of number? Rational number. As we already know, infinitely many rational numbers are there. Let us look at how many rational numbers are there in between. Can you directly tell a rational number, at least one rational number between them? Yes. 3 by 3, obvious it is. 3 by 3 is in between them. But if it is asked, find 10, find 20, find 30, like that. We already know there are infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers. That means there are infinite rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 4 by 3 also. But we are able to see 3 by 3 directly, we couldn't find the other rational numbers. It is very easy. You are going to apply few modifications to these original numbers. Just like for the improper fraction, we have applied the way of mixed fraction. We are going to apply few modifications such that the fraction remains the same. We should not disturb the fraction. The fraction value should be at last 2 by 3 only, at last 4 by 3 only. Even then we need to find out few rational numbers in between them. Let us see. Okay, let us fix how many rational numbers we need to find out first. For suppose, yes, 10 or 5, how many you want? 5. Okay. What do we need to do? Multiply this with 5 by 5. What am I doing? Multiply and divide with 5 by 5. At last, if you cancel again, you will get 2 by 3 only. 2 by 3 only. But I am just multiplying for a purpose of finding the rational numbers. 2 by 3 into 5 by 5. How much? How much? 2 by 5. 2 into 5. Yes. 10 by 15. So this fraction I am converting that into 10 by 15. If you simplify, again you will get back to 2 by 3 only. Do not forget that. This fraction is similar to this fraction. This fraction is equivalent to this fraction. Understood? Similar thing you do that for 4 by 3 also. How much? 20 by 15. Very good. So, in between these, now look clearly. Can you find 5 rational numbers? Yes. I want that boy to answer. Yeah, yourself. Anyone? What? Yeah, louder. 1 by 15. Very good. 11 by 15. 12 by 15. 13 by 15. 14 by 15. 15 by 15. 16 by 15. 17, 18, 19 by 15. At last 20 by 15. If you write any of 5 of these numbers, you are done with the you are done with the task for finding out 2 rational numbers between this and this. But these rational numbers are nothing but this. You all clear? Because we just multiply and divide. If you simplify this, again you will get back to this. 5 2s are 5 3s are. 5 4s are 5 3s are. Again you will get back to this. If there are rational numbers between this and this, that means these rational numbers are also there in between 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. So without looking, you can directly write 11 by 15 or any of 5. Any 5 you can choose. 15 by 15, 19 by 15, 14 by 15. One more. 5 we need to find out, right? 16 by 15. Are the rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 4 by 3? You all understand?
Yes,
Do you understand? Stop. You can take 10 by 10 also. Very good doubt. See, you can take 10 by 10 also. That will give more number of collection. That will cross. I could find only 8 numbers in between this. If you take 10 out of 10 by 10, you will get many more numbers. say like 19 numbers, say like 20 numbers. If you increase the number, that many fractions you will get. So according to the requirement, according to the question asked in your textbook, you are going to multiply. This is flexible. It is not fixed. If you find out 2 into 2, you will be able to find 2 or 3 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. Understood? Why I took 5 by 5? At least I could get around 9 numbers such that any of 5 of those numbers I can write. That is what my thinking is. Even after checking 5 by 5, if I couldn't find the 5 numbers, I'll increase my number. This is not a big process. Understood? Clear with the doubt? Okay. Yeah, yes. Now,
Sir, we can multiply 10 by 15 into 5 by 5.
what I did not understand. Take again.
I can
Yeah, yourself. చేయొచ్చు ఇంకా చేయొచ్చు కానీ నీకు కావాల్సినవన్నీ how many numbers do you want? Only 5. If it is asked for again few more numbers, say like 20, then instead of 5 by 5 you can take 25 by 25, just like you want to do 5 into 5, then it will be 25 by 25. Instead of directly taking 5 into 5, you can directly take 25 by 25. Then you will get many more numbers. Understood? Clear? Sit down. So, there is a quite difficulty for these kind of rational numbers. Let me see. 2 by 7 and 9 by 8. How can you find out the rational numbers between these two rational numbers? Previously, it is 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. You could able to find out very easily. But there is a little difference in this. Can anyone find the difference between those fractions and these fractions? Yeah? Louder? Very good. Very good. Before that, denominators are equal. We can call those kind of fractions as like fractions. Whereas these fractions having the denominators are different, we can call these fractions are unlike fractions. Very good. You read that in your previous earlier classes. Unlike fractions. Yes, louder. We need to do LCM to turn these two fractions into like fractions to have the same denominator. Then the rest of the process is same like the previous example. Understood? We all following? So let us do that. What is the LCM for 7 and 8? LCM of 7 and 8. Are there any common factors? No. Division? No. Then what will be the LCM?
56.
Yes, it is direct multiplication if you couldn't find any common factors between the given two numbers. So it is 7 into 8 equals to 56. Understood? So convert this. 56. How many times 56 goes in 7? 8 times. 8 into 2. 16. How many times 56 goes in 8? 7 into 9. 63, isn't it? So these fractions are nothing but these fractions only. If you simplify them, again you'll get back to the previous fractions. 2 by 7 and 9 by 8. Do not have the misconceptions, children. Only for addition and subtraction we'll find LCM. For addition and subtraction, LCM is necessary for having the same denominator. Even then, if you want to convert them, you don't need to do the plus. You are just converting them. Such that they become again on division. Then get back to the previous examples with previous fractions given. Understood? I just interchanged these fractions. If I divide this 8 sevens are and 8 twos are. Then it will get back to the 2 by 7. 7 nines are 7 8s are. It will get back to the 9 by 8. So these are my fractions which are the hiding same number of these fractions. Okay? So can you find the rational numbers in between? There are lot many more. Can you give me an example? Can you find? Yes. Yeah, yourself. Yeah, yourself. Yeah. Any rational number between these two? You couldn't find? Louder, louder. Anything is fine. Say it out even if it is wrong. I also. Louder?
17 by 56.
Yes, very good. 17 by 56 is the rational number which lies between this and this. So, any other? Yeah, sit down.
27 by 20.
Yeah, yourself. Louder, louder, louder.
27 by 56.
You are right. Why are you shy? Why are you feeling shy? Louder.
Sir, 27 by 56.
Yes, my dear. You need to raise your voice. Very good. Sit down. 27 by 56 also lies between 16 by 56 and 63 by 56. If you keep on looking at, there are lot many rational numbers are there. If you are still not satisfied with those number of rational numbers, you can do the previous problem.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
10 by 10. Whatever the number which you multiply. Understood?
Yes, sir.
We are clear how to find out the rational numbers between any two rational numbers.
Yes,
Understood? Do not get frightened. Even if it is negative rational numbers. Suppose it is minus 1 by 7. Or after converting it came as minus 10 by 56. Suppose after minus, it is not exactly, after converting minus 1 by 7 or minus 2 by 7, I could find out minus 10 by 56, minus 9 by 56, minus 8 by 56, 1 by 56, 2 by 56, 3 by 56. All these numbers lies between 63 by 56 and minus 10 by 56.
Yes, sir.
In another way, we can tell these all rational numbers lies between 2 by 7 and 9 by 8 or minus 7 and 9 by 8. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I want everyone to solve the second exercise. By Monday, I want to see all the second exercise problems in your CW or HW.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any problem in whatever the way you like. So let us look back. What all the things we have discussed. Okay. So representation of improper fraction we have seen. Okay. For doing that, what is the first thing we need to do? Very good. Yeah, yourself. Louder. What is the first step we need to do for plotting improper fraction? Yeah, louder.
2 by 3.
2 by 3. Yeah, yourself. You don't have the idea? No problem. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. No problem. Listen to the class. Yeah, yourself.
Convert into mixed fraction.
Yes, very good. Sit down. So, for plotting improper fraction, the first step we need to do is convert that into mixed fraction. Understood? According to that, you decide in between which two integers the mixed fraction lies. Soon after the plotting of mixed fraction, that mixed fraction is nothing but the given improper fraction only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, we have also learned about finding out rational numbers in between given two rational numbers. Can you tell me how many rational numbers lie between two rational numbers? Can you tell me how many rational numbers are there between two rational numbers? How many rational numbers are there between any two rational numbers? Suppose I take 2 by 3 and 4 by 8.
10.
How many?
10.
10. Sit down. I need the correct answer for this. Yes, louder.
Only 5.
No, I need the correct answer for this. Sit down. Only two rational numbers we are able to find out. Yes. Infinitely many. In the process of finding 5 rational numbers, I could fix some number for multiplication. If I want to find out 10 rational numbers, I will multiply it with bigger number. If I want to find out 20 or 30, I will multiply with 100 by 100. Every time I am able to find out many more rational numbers. isn't it? I'm just increasing the numerator and denominator. Therefore, there are infinitely many rational numbers for given two numbers. Understood? If we are finding 5 rational numbers, that doesn't mean only 5 rational numbers are there. We are just interested in finding. Understood? Infinitely many rational numbers are there. How many rational numbers are there between two rational numbers?
Many rational numbers are there.
Yes, infinitely, infinite. Okay? Thank you, children. We will discuss the other things in the next class. Solve the second exercise as homework.